Yes, guys, and welcome back to an episode of the TG podcast. It is that time again. It's Monday, and this is where, of course, we go through and we talk Arsenal. Of course, we're joined by the regulars, as always. Tom, how you doing, my bro?
I think I've passed my flu on to some other people, but luckily it's not with me anymore. Sorry, Rory, but yeah.
Yes,
not too bad.
Yes, guys, just let you know both of these they're very ill at the moment. But Tom's recovered. Recovered, and Rory is still suffering with a bit of hay fever, aren't you, bro? You're all good though.
Yeah. We've suffered with the PC virus. That's what it is. Is that good?
Guys, if you're wondering where my man Seb is, he'll be joining us very, very soon in about the next 10 minutes or so. But I thought we had to start without him because I've got another stream I want to do, which is probably going to be 8:30 now to 9 o'clock, wherever it will be. But yes, let's get right into people. As always, sub to the panel, as always. Leave comments down below. Hit the like buttons up. Let's go for at least 20 likes on the stream, people. And yeah, let's get started. We're going to start, obviously, with our win against Brighton yesterday. A 2-0 win against Brighton at the Emirates Stadium. Now, obviously, great win, great performance as well. And I think we all knew as Arsenal fans going to this game. I mean, I wouldn't really say I was a little bit right because considering the record that we had when we play against Brighton, it's all like a bogey side when it comes to playing against this Brighton side. I said it before, like we've won one game in the last 5 at the Emirates against this Brighton side. So, you know, and they are a very good side. You know, they've got a good manager. They've got a good set of players as well. So I was a bit right in that respect. But, yeah, I thought the first half, I mean, from minute one, I thought he was on it. I thought, you know, we look on it today. You know, I thought Odegaard was absolutely on fire that first half. I mean, I remember a chance. One of the passes that he did, I think it was into Saka, and he cut back, and then Martinelli somehow missed it. But that was an insane pass. You know, he had another good chance as well where he tried to swing it, curl it in, you know, past the goalkeeper. But I thought it was superb. And then obviously, I think the thing that was missing, as we all know, was a goal. But in the end, you know, we kept on pushing. Second half, we got the goal from Jesus, and Kai Havertz scores again. People, Tom's boy, Eddie Nketiah, give him a 10-year contract extension because he got a fabulous assist.
He made that goal.
There he is.
He made that goal.
But yeah, Eddie come off the bench and to be fair, get a decent assist and Havertz scores again. My only criticism. There we go. Look at him go, bro.
Oh my god.
Look at him go. But my only criticism with the game really would be, and I know it sounds a bit picky, but it would be we should have really scored more. You know, on the day it could have been at least 3, 4, 5. I mean, their goalkeeper was insane. Some of the saves he made, but I don't know. It's been like this. I mean, especially in that first half, I was getting the Villa vibes. You know, like the last game we had, like we wasn't being clinical enough. So that would only be my biggest criticism. But I'm gonna come to Tom, bro. Your boy Eddie Nketiah doing the business off the bench. But no, man. What's your thoughts on the whole game, the performance-wise, and the result in general, bro?
What do I say? I did a watch along for the game, which stunk the gaff out. You know, like Rory wasted his time coming on. It stunk, to be completely honest. But in terms of the actual game, I don't think it was that bad. You know, it should have been a lot more. Similar to like every other game this season, really. We just haven't been able to take our chances. There were times where Odegaard was getting into the box and he just taking too many touches. You know, getting into these, everyone really getting into these shooting opportunities and passing it too much. You know, trying to create the perfect goal. It's like, what's the point? Just have a shot, and you never know. But yeah, in terms of the goals, the Jesus one, right place at the right time, heads it into an empty net. Then the Kai Havertz goal, that was Kai Havertz doing, it was Henri-like. It was what we've been wanting him to do all season and what we've been criticising him. I was criticising him at half time because he weren't doing it enough, making me run to be on the striker through the defenders for him to then go on and score. And that's what he did. And yeah, it worked really. You know, Kai Havertz a few weeks ago probably would have scored that. But, you know, he did. It got us the 3 points. My man of the match, probably Odegaard. Only criticism that I could have of him was his decision making in the box. As I've already said, just it was poor from everyone really, but Odegaard especially. But he still gets man of the match. I thought Ben White, to be fair, if this whole injury situation is true and he's playing through this injury, then fair play to him. But playing him at Anfield if he's partly injured, would that not be a bit risky? But the trouble is, we literally have no one else to.
We have no one else, do we? Apart from
that's the problem. We literally have no one else. I mean, if I see Partey at right back inverting, I'm not watching the game. But if Ben White's out and we've got Cedric or Partey playing there, then I'm going to be having the time of my life. But yeah, I mean, United did us a favour. Who would have thought that would have happened? Yeah, it's put me in a good mood.
Yeah, 100% agree, bro. Rory, what do you make of the game, bro? What do you make of the performance, the result, and standout players for you as well, man?
Yeah, we completely and utterly dominated that game from start to finish, and Arteta out-tactics the so-called manager that is the next big thing, apparently. The future Manchester City boss. Bro got out-tactics by the guy who was sitting next to Pep, funny enough. But yeah, that was a solid performance. Clean sheet as well. I mean, you couldn't have asked for any better, to be quite honest with you. The standout players were easily Gabriel Jesus and Declan Rice for me. Jesus, man, was doing flicks on the halfway line. It was ridiculous. And it just proved in that game why a striker doesn't have to score every bloody game, because Jesus can bring that sort of outcome. The second goal, Kai Havertz, if that was in 6 weeks ago, he passes that to Saka, doesn't he? There is no way he would have taken that shot on if man was still on 007. But yeah, finished it 2-0, and that was just a sigh of relief after that second goal went in, because Brighton actually, as expected, started to gain a little bit of rhythm and confidence, wanted to at least give it a go as expected. But we rode the storm, and yeah, we got a deserved victory in the end. I want to pluck out a couple more players who I don't think have received much recognition. Now, again, I've mentioned him a couple of times, but I feel like none of this fan base have bothered to give him the recognition he deserves. And that is Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, this guy has been prominent in our back line for how long now? He was even with us through the trenches, where we're in 15th. And in my opinion, I think he's been one of Arsenal's best signings under Mikel Arteta. He's so consistent, and he's hardly injured as well. He's one of the most fittest players. Well, that actually sounded a bit weird. But, well, you get what I mean? He is available most of the time to put in an easy bracket. But yeah, he was, again, superb. And you can talk about Saliba making him better. Well, we saw at the start of the season that, you know, what life was without Gabriel. sticking Partey at right back, and we actually played an actual centre back alongside him. And if anything, Saliba looked worse without Gabriel. And obviously, I don't hope this is. I don't hope this is going to happen. But if this guy gets sold, I want to see the instant response to a lot of these Arsenal fans, because say if he breaks down or I don't know, gets sold, whatever, then we'll see whether these fans will end up, getting on his case again. And no one has. It's just he's not really had the recognition he deserves. And he's gone about the rashness he has in his game. But at the end of the day, he has less bookings than Virgil van Dijk this season. And this guy is supposed to be, a reinvented player. Van Dijk is back, but he has less bookings than a guy that has been massively under the radar. And look, this is just me giving out respect. He hasn't picked up many bookings. He stays fresh most of the time. He always gives his all. He's everything you do want from a centre-half. And look, let me just throw this question out there. Where does Gabriel rank amongst the top, I would say, 10 in the world?
You're talking just centre-backs, yeah, in the world, in general?
In the world.
Fifth?
Right now, he's got to be, top 5 right now.
Probably fifth.
Yeah, 100%. And over the last year, he's not just been a solid defender, he's become a linchpin in our defence. Like, Saliba has that calmness and security about him. But Gabriel, if you leave him with, I don't know, physical striker like Ivan Toney, can deal with him easily because that is his game. So,
but Rory, I'll ask you this though, yeah? I'll ask you this. Do you rank him over Saliba then?
Huh?
Do you rank Gabriel over Saliba?
Well, no. But I would almost argue he was better than Saliba last season. I'm not joking.
I reckon second part he was. Because
it was good. It was good even before the World Cup.
No. Hold on. Do you not remember the mistakes he made like before the World Cup?
Well done, Fulham.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Man United.
Josh does bring a point up there because last season he did go through a patch.
Hold on. Did you just say Man United? That game wasn't his fault because we played a high line.
No, I'm just saying. Josh has made a point there because at the start of last season he did have a patch where he was making error after error every game.
No, he wasn't.
It's Spurs, Fulham,
right.
The rest of them,
and still gave away the same amount of penalties as Saliba in that season. So what difference does it make? The only game I can think of him making a mistake in was against Fulham. He was good before we actually went into that World Cup break. So, look, we're no one else to really replace him, did we? And I really don't get all of this hate. I wouldn't say it's hate, but I genuinely think Gabriel was better than Saliba last season. And Saliba was brilliant, and he's a fantastic centre-half. But Gabriel has been one of, if not the most consistent player we have. Always drops a 7 out of 10 every week. And there were times where Gabriel actually held Saliba's hand around January time because Saliba was still trying to get back into the rhythm of stuff. So, look, I think he just deserves a little bit more respect from the Arsenal fan base because there was a time where he single-handedly carried that defence when we were challenging for top 4, and he's scored more goals than any other centre half in the Premier League. But you know, I'll be here all day talking about Gabriel because he's slowly starting to become one of my favourite players at Arsenal. I know this isn't me discrediting Saliba. Saliba is outstanding, but I think his performances have actually overshadowed how good Gabriel is. I thought Odegaard was brilliant. However, he needs to shoot more. Like, there's been times, obviously, before last season, he was always trying to make that perfect pass. Like, it was your birthday yesterday. Take more risks in it and try and grab a goal for yourself. I thought Saka and Martinelli didn't really look themselves yesterday. Although Martinelli has some good parts, it's just those boots need polishing big time, man. Because I don't know what's going on with his end products lately. Both Saka and Martinelli are different gravy in the Champions League, but lately in the Premier League, I know Saka's still been contributing to goals, and I'm not saying technically Gabriel, Martinelli, and Saka have you know, still contributed to something. And if it wasn't for them last season, then who knows we would have finished? Who knows where we could have finished? But it's just, I feel like they need to do a little bit more. And again, Jesus, I mean, as I said at the start, this guy is different gravy when it comes to dribbling, dragging defenders out. And you see why he does start over Nketiah, because the thing is, Nketiah does not have that same, what's the term, architect as Jesus has, because Nketiah doesn't drag defenders out, right? And whenever he starts, the opposition knows straight away, if we stuff Saka and Martinelli out, they have no threat whatsoever, right? However, when Jesus is there, I think everyone, well, I'm talking about the back four, midfield, whatever, they have to pay attention to Jesus as well, because he can easily drag defenders out and cause some sort of threat. I mean, you saw how much space we had yesterday. And yeah, I think it will be pivotal for that Liverpool game, because we're going to need that. Liverpool will try and dominate the ball. We're going to have to try and hit them on the counter-attack. It's that simple. It's whether... Did I just freeze? Did I just freeze?
Yeah, you're freezing. Yeah, you're freezing a lot, man.
Flipping hell.
You're all good now, though. You're good now.
God. I don't even know where I was. I was going to mention something else, and it's completely left my mind. Declan Rice. There we go. There were reports before the game that it wasn't going to be in the match squad because he was catching the illness as well. But for some reason, this guy still performs for 90 minutes, even if he's carrying an illness. It's actually ridiculous. Just imagine a Declan Rice without that illness. If he's performing like that, oh my God. And I was gutted, you know, that he couldn't score one of the goals of the season by 5. Like, if that went in towards the end of the game, then mate, that goal probably should have gone on Pornhub. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, look, comfortable victory, man, and look, Liverpool at the weekend, and very surprisingly, I'm actually confident going into that one, and it's not because Liverpool drew to Man United. I just feel like there is a spot in weakness of Liverpool right now, in terms of their midfield and how we can, go in transition, especially in midfield. So, look, I don't know. I'm hearing that, and this is just a rumor, Szoboszlai could be injured for the game. I don't know. I swear I saw something about that, and at the moment he's not really in the best of form. So
that's some good news for us.
Yeah, I don't know. I may have been mixed up with the bad form scenario, or whether the guy's injured or not. So yeah, if Szoboszlai isn't on form and they go into that game with no CDM, then I fancy our chances. I can't lie, especially with Saliba. But that's if he doesn't pull up in training. Then yeah, with Saliba at the back, I think we could fancy our chances against Liverpool at the weekend.
Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, I mean, you made some good points. Gabriel, I do agree with you. I think Gabriel is one of our most consistent players week in, week out. The guy's an absolute warrior. The guy's an absolute beast, So, yeah, and honestly, I look at them two as Saliba and Gabriel, as the two centre-backs. They've got to be the best in the Premier League. Other than, well, they have to. I mean, Man City defense haven't been that great this season, in my opinion, has it? Let's be real with it.
Yeah, they've kept like 4 clean sheets in 27.
Yeah, so right now you got to say Saliba and Gabriel have been the best two centre as a pairing in this Premier League. That's the way I see it. But yeah, I want to come to my man Seb. Seb, big up to you, man. You all good? How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, very happy about yesterday. Really happy.
Yeah, talk to me about the game, bro, and the performance-wise, the result, and the standout players for you, Seb.
Yeah, I thought it was a very dominant performance. The only thing is that we should have scored more. We should have killed it off sooner. And there were moments in that second half where we were hanging on again. And at times we were like, oh, Brighton could get an equaliser, then the game would change. But we do need to get better at killing off games when we're on top. But the main thing is the points are in the bag. Because let's be honest, Brighton really didn't offer anything. There were times when they were threatening going forward, but all in all, there was only really one team in it, and it was definitely a performance that we needed after what happened last week. And what it did, it put pressure on that Liverpool Man United game, and then we got the result, a perfect result, which now keeps us top of the league, and it makes next week's game even more bigger. So yeah, I'm very happy. We did what we have to do. However, it is still highlighting that we still need that clinical striker in January. It's still highlighted because there's games like this where we need to kill it off, and we're not quite doing that. Because Wolves started very well, we didn't kill it off, and then in the end we made it tense than what we needed to be. We can't keep doing that because eventually we will get caught out. But it just shows you we need a striker, because that could be the difference between getting over the line. Because this January they cannot mess up. We have an excellent chance of winning this league, and we've made mistakes in the past in January where we've not done what we needed to do, which has cost us big time. And all I'm begging to Mikel and Arteta is, please don't make that same mistake again. But all in all, yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, agreed. And someone actually put in the comment, funny you say that. Someone put in a question to us, right? Where is it? It's from London calling, big up yourself, man. He says, is the end product for Arsenal concerning?
Yes.
This is my only criticism when it came to the buying. We had so many chances, didn't we, Seb?
Loads
of chances. And I mean,
we're just not really shooting enough. We're still dilly-dallying it around the box and then making one touch too many. Yeah.
But we spoke about the same thing against Aston Villa, didn't we?
It was very similar to that, and there was times when I was really worrying: is this goal actually coming? Is it going to be a 0-0? But thank goodness it did come, because it did open the game up a bit. And then the second goal, icing on the cake. Yes, it is.
Agreed. All right, guys, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about Kai Havertz, right? Because this player has been performing ever since the international break. Ever since he's been put at left back, you know, bro must took it personal, bro, because he's came back, and for me, he's doing the business. You know, like I've noticed a big, in terms of his confidence, like the guy that's confident, the guy's full of confidence now, right, than he was before. You know, and I've been really, really impressed with this guy, and I say this all the time. You know, I was a big doubter, you know, of the signing. I think the majority of us fans were, because I looked at the situation. I was like 65 million. I looked at the price tag. I looked at the fact that he came from Chelsea, and I saw him for 3 years at Chelsea. You know, not consistent enough at Chelsea. And obviously, there's players out there who I wanted over this guy, like James Maddison. You know, I was a massive fan of that guy. We could have gone for 40 million, but I always said all I asked from Kai Havertz is consistency. And the past 5 games, ever since he's come out from the international break, he scored a few goals, and not just the goal scoring. It's just performance-wise, they've massively improved. Even if he doesn't score, he's still playing well. So when people tell, "Oh, you've eaten your words," I think it's a bit too early for that. You know, of course, I want him to prove me wrong, and I'll hold my hands up. You know, and of course, I want him to prove me wrong. And if he does, credit where credit's due, and I'll hold my hands up and be fair with it. But we have to wait and see how he performs. You know, this Liverpool game, we're going to see how he's going to turn up as well. But I've been really impressed with him, guys. You know, he scored again. But yeah, Seb, I'm going to start with you, bro. What have you made of Kai Havertz recently?
Yeah, I have to say he's really has turned it around. I think in his last few games since that Brentford game, I think that was a game that really got him going. And since then, yeah, every game he's done what he needed to do. And there were, of course, times when earlier where I had no confidence in him whatsoever, because he just wasn't showing it, and he just didn't seem to show what he could actually offer. But now we're actually seeing a change in this guy. Of course, I don't want to speak too soon. I want to still see him continue to do this. Oh, he's got a big test next weekend and the rest of the calendar year. But yeah, so far I can't complain, and he fully does deserve his Player of the Month award. He deserves that, because the thing is, he hasn't given up, and he's just got going. And I'm sure he knows that he has a lot of fans on his back, and the pressure was really getting to him. But to be fair to him, he has got down with it, and yeah, hopefully this is the unlocking of it. Hopefully this is the time where we can say, look back on this, saying actually this was a good signing, and we've definitely got a gem there that could get us over the line. But now need to keep seeing him doing it. Hopefully this is not just a good run of form. Hopefully this is just him really kicking on and really announcing himself as an Arsenal player, and hopefully fulfilling his potential. He's still quite young at 25, so the potential is still there. We probably haven't seen the best of Kai Havertz yet either at any club. So, and of course, we want this to be the club that it actually does work out, because when you spend that sort of money, it has to work. And what happened with Nicholas Pepe and a few others. So now we've just got to see this one really work. And so far, he's doing the job, and fair play. Let's hope it continues.
Couldn't agree more, man. Tom, bro, what have you made of Kai Havertz recently, bro?
Well, stat time with Tom, yippee. He's one of only 3 Arsenal players. He's actually one of only 3 Arsenal players to have played every game so far this season for Arsenal in the league. And as Seb said, it took him a while to actually start, going really against Brentford. That was a huge goal for Arsenal, and I think it's a huge goal for Kai as well, because ever since he's just gone on and scored and scored and scored. And it seems to be, whenever he does score, they are big goals for us. You know, we needed that goal yesterday, and he came and killed the game off. Scored to start the comeback against Luton. Scored the winner at Brentford. You know, these are big goals that he is scoring for us. And, you know, his time at Chelsea will go down as a flop signing, but I can now see this working with Kai Havertz. When he first signed, I was like, I'm all right with this signing. I guess we'll have to try and test him out in a few positions, see when it would actually work. And I've already said what he did yesterday was what I've wanted him to do since he signed, which is, make those runs beyond the striker, get through those defenders and score those goals, especially when he's playing in this position. Xhaka did it a few times and it worked. Kai Havertz is now doing that. And I think going forward, who would you say would be better going forward, Havertz or Xhaka? I mean, Havertz has more pace. He's probably a better finisher.
Yeah.
And let's be real, could Xhaka defend either? Sometimes, yeah, but not really. Obviously, I'm not saying that Kai Havertz is better than Xhaka. I think they're both good in their own ways. And we do miss someone like Granit Xhaka at the club. I still want us to go and sign number 8 in January. I think we do need that. But yeah, I can see this Kai Havertz thing working a long time. I can see this midfield 3 being our midfield 3 long term. And yeah, sorted really. But before we move on, that Stan guy in your chat has come at it again.
What's he saying this time?
Arteta can't even teach Gibraltar guard to cross the ball.
Wait, let me find it.
For fuck's sake.
Can you just kick him out? This is just getting ridiculous now. Why is he coming on us with his negativity now? Look where we are.
Because come on now. Who took that corner when Reece Nelson scored that winner? It was Odegaard. Yeah. Who crossed that ball in at Luton for Declan Rice to head home? That was Odegaard. Come on. Did you see against Leeds last season when Xhaka scored? Did you see that ball from Odegaard? I mean, do you want any more examples?
Stan? I mean, he probably thinks Gibraltar is a flipping continent.
I mean, come on now. Stan, stick to your American football. Stick to your American football.
You know what? I remember when you scheduled a stream, and I think it was it a career mode episode? Something like that.
Yeah.
He typed in your chat, is this an Arteta out debate?
Crazy, bro. Crazy. But yeah, Rory, bro, what's your thoughts on Kai Havertz recently, man?
Yeah, I'm very pleased for him that he's actually managed to get on the score sheet and he's actually taking more risks than he used to. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to come out and say, make your apologies louder than your disrespects yet, because let's be totally honest here. Luton, Lens, Brentford, Brighton, and there's one more. I'm forgetting. Who am I missing?
Luton, Lens, Brighton. Oh wait, say that again.
So, Lens, Brentford, Luton, Brighton, and then there's one more. He scored 5, hasn't he? Or no, it's 4. He scored 4, right?
He scored 4. Yeah.
Jeez. But yeah, I'm really happy from that. Again, he is taking more risks, and it's just the fact that I want to be realistic on here. That say if this was any other £100 million player, and we didn't buy Havertz for 100 million, but say if this was Mudryk and he scored against them teams, then would this fan base be saying the same thing about not Havertz, Mudryk? Not really. So I think you know what? Next week at Anfield, see if he does score a winner, then we can talk, because Bro has definitely arrived at that point, because that is a big game where we need 3 points. But at the moment, as I said at the start of the stream, if that was him 6 weeks ago, then he probably passes backwards or he plays it to Saka. But he's actually willing to take more shots. He has the pace to actually get him behind. And yeah, he's actually winning half of his aerial duels as well. And defensively, he's working really hard. And hopefully we do see him do this every single week. I know for a fact Chelsea fans are going to come on here and say, oh, he's always had this at Chelsea, this good old purple patch, and then he goes missing. Look, we'll see, man. And at the moment, he's justifying his position. And yeah, the so-called best summer signing of the window in Szoboszlai has less goals than him. So there you go. But still, I'm not willing to get carried away with him. It's just a matter of time where I think this deal will actually work out. But I don't know. He does sometimes have this in his game, to be fair to him, where he does go missing in these sort of games. But then again, he can turn up in these big away games. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this transfer actually pans out towards the end, because the guy can turn up in big away games. However, he can flip him, ghost for 90 minutes. So, yeah, glad for Kai Havertz that he's got on the score sheet again, man, because, yeah, he deserves it, the amount of stick he has received, even at Chelsea. And that Brentford goal definitely kick-started his career, which is really nice to see, and long may it continue. Oh no, he has scored 5, because I remember that penalty against Bournemouth. So yeah, 5 goals. I know it's only a penalty, but they all count at the end of the day. So
yeah, there we go. All right, we're gonna move on to the Champions League draw. The Champions League last 16 draw was today. We got Porto. They're currently third in, obviously, the Portuguese league. Last time we played Porto, by the way, was 2008 season. Nicholas Bentner scored a hat-trick.
2010.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. 2010. Nicholas Bentner scored a hat-trick. But I swear we played him in 2008 and we beat them 4-0.
Yeah, we've played them quite a few times before then. Yeah, we did 2008 and 2007 as well. We beat them 2-0.
Yeah, so we've came up against them quite a few times in the Champions League, but yeah, we got them. Obviously, first leg is going to be in Porto away. That'll be on the 21st of February.
I might be going up there. I might be going out there.
What? You're going to Portugal?
He's so excited. He's lagging out.
I might be going out there.
yeah,
You're going to Portugal?
Nice.
Wait. Did he just say? Did he just say he's going to Portugal?
Yeah.
Book my flights.
What? Seb's going to Portugal to watch a game. Oh my god!
How many tickets do you have?
Exactly, bro.
I haven't got them yet, but I'm confident I'm getting a couple.
Wow.
Wow, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the draw considering
I was at Sporting Lisbon last year, so yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, the away game, yeah.
You was at the away game last year? Wow.
Yeah, did I not say?
No, you didn't. You didn't. I don't remember now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the draw considering some of the teams that we could have got. The one I didn't want the most is probably Inter because the top of the Serie A, they got some good players. It would have been a tough tie, but I still think this game will be very tough for Arsenal. I mean, we saw what happened last season against Portuguese Sporting Lisbon. You know, they beat us. So yeah, I'll start with you, Tom, bro. Are you happy with the draw?
Well. We all now know why Mikel Arteta signed Fabio Vieira. He came in. Yeah. We waited 1.5 years. Arteta asks him, so what is the secret to this Porto side? How do we beat these lot? And Fabio Vieira scores the winner in the Champions League final, and we win our first. No, I'm joking. Let's not go that far. Never had. I'm sorry, Luca, but we keep on dreaming. Yeah, overall, it's not a bad draw at all, really. But you know, the trouble is with the Champions League nowadays, there's only good teams left in it. Which is a big worry. I wanted PSG because we'd rip them to shreds. I mean, they're finished nowadays. Finito, they're a one-man team. And when Mbappe leaves, you know, it's no longer a farmers' league, in my opinion. Yeah. The only bad thing about it is that we have to wait 3 months to actually start. But yeah, I think there'll be some good games.
Yeah, I wanted PSG as well. I mean, that would have been. I agree. We would have beat them, bro. But this is the thing. We get through this last 16. The quarterfinal is when we can draw anyone. The Bayern Munichs, the Real Madrids, the Man Cities, anyone. So this is where it really gets like the business end of it. But Bruno, the only team I really don't want to, of course, is Bayern Munich. But I mean,
Bayern City, Madrid. They're the only ones I'm worried about.
But we've got to obviously play them eventually. So ideally, hopefully, the final when it's at Wembley, and you know, we love playing at Wembley, innit? So
yeah.
Seb, mate, what did you make of the draw, and how happy are you with it?
Yeah, I think it's a very good draw. I think he'll be tricky out there, but it's still winnable. But we should have too much of them at the Emirates and over 2 legs. They're a team where we really should be beaten. And they're not a bad side, but in terms of us and them, we're definitely the better side. The away tie will be a test. But, it's good that we've got the second leg at home, because obviously we knew that when we won the group. So that's an advantage to us. And yeah, I can't complain about that. I really can't. But what we mustn't do is we mustn't be complacent, because we have seen in previous years in the Europa League, like against Sporting Lisbon and Olympiacos, that we can get caught out if we're not on our game. Any game from this stage onwards is not easy. They've done well, obviously, to get through to their groups, to get this far. Everyone's done well, but now the opportunity is really there for us to really earn in this competition, because we've not got to the quarterfinals since the last time we beat them 5-0. Since then, we went on to play Barcelona in 2020. So since then, we've not actually reached the quarterfinals. But now the chance is really there for us. And first, we've got to look at Porto, but I want to be going on and winning this competition. I want to be going all the way. There's no reason why we can't do it. I think this is a good opportunity for us. Because if you look at most of the teams left, Man City and Bayern Munich, you would say, were 2 favourites, and Real Madrid, up there. Yeah, I've mentioned them. But after that, it should be us. There's no other team really in our way apart from those 3. So the chance is there for us to really kick on. But Porto is the first test before we even think about that. And is it winnable? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But we can't take them lightly. And I don't think we will, because in those other games against Sporting Lisbon and Olympiacos where we've gone out, we kind of did take it for granted because we didn't really put our full team out to start with until we brought them all on, coming on later on into the game. So I think that shows you that we are going to take it seriously, and got plenty of time to prepare for it, and happy.
I mean, when it comes to the last 16 in terms of Arsenal, it's not great, is it? Let's be real.
I know it's very poor. Like I said, it's been 14 years since we got to the finals, and
horrible, man.
We've lost like the last 7 of the last 16. Mainly when we've been coming up against Bayern Munich.
No, but even against Monaco, wasn't it?
Against Monaco where we didn't go through. But these are warnings, and I hope we've learned. I know it's a different team, completely different team now to what it was then, and different manager. But I just hope us in general, the club in general, have learned what happened in those rounds, and the team can also look at it and say, right, we want to do better than this team, than this team. So, like I said, the opportunity is there for us, and it's up to us to go out there and do it.
I mean, yeah, agreed. I also think, as you mentioned it, with our European sort of history, it's like not that great. I mean, even in Europa League, last season
it's very poor.
It's very poor. I mean, against the Portuguese side, Sporting Lisbon, we got knocked out. Olympiacos, we got knocked out. Villarreal, we got knocked out. Under Emery, I mean, we got battered in the final by obviously Chelsea. Under Wenger, it was Atletico, wasn't it, in Europa League in the semi-final. So it's like, we have 100% learned from these mistakes.
They're not having the best of seasons. They're third in their league. They're not top of it.
Porto, but they've still got some good players, man. I mean, I'm a big fan of their striker, Mehdi Taremi. He's been bagging goals for fun for them. Yeah. Obviously, everyone knows Pepe, the veteran Portuguese.
They got 2 Pepes. They got a Brazilian.
Yeah, they got 2 of them. Yeah,
I remember him. Was he left?
No, we were linked with him like 100 times in one transfer window.
Who is this?
Pepe.
Oh no, he is still there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
They've got the ex-Liverpool midfielder Marco Grujic.
Oh yeah, I remember. So the person coughing, get well soon. I think he means either Rory or
Thank you.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, both are surreal right now.
Both of you are ill, innit?
Yeah,
the belief in this Arsenal team is quite different from others. Yeah, I do agree with that. And
agree. It is. Yeah, it is.
It is. 100%.
And I think we can go all the way this season. People may laugh at that, but I genuinely think we can go all the way this season.
So do I.
You're in
it to win it. You're in it to win it. That's what you're in.
Just need to do what's required in Jan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Who misses Ozil at Arsenal? I miss Alexis more than Ozil, but
I was a big fan of Ozil.
No, I miss Ozil more.
Yeah, I was a massive
Alexis for me.
I was a huge fan of Ozil, but he needed to because his time was done.
Yeah.
Here's a bold take
However,
I had with Bamian. Oh.
Yeah, I do get got Odegaard, but it's too early for him, man.
Yeah,
I know he's 24.
Odegaard does get you more goals.
I was chatting with one of my mates the other day, and I said quite a bold take, really. I think he must have been a Chelsea fan, and I said I think Kai Havertz will go on to be a better signing than Ozil ever was.
No.
I think he could.
No.
I think he could.
Oh, no.
Josh,
people underestimated how good Ozil was.
Josh,
like you man were putting Rizicki ahead of him.
Oh no, Rizicki's clear.
No.
Yes.
No.
Josh, Josh, here's a question for you. Who do you think would have had a better Arsenal career? Mesut Ozil or Kai Havertz? I haven't really worded that question properly.
Who would have?
I haven't worded the question.
Well, one's playing now.
Jeez. Ozil's retired, bruv.
Yeah, I know, but
He's not playing. He doesn't play anymore.
look in a few years' time, look over their careers at Arsenal, who would have had the better career? Because you already know the standards with Ozil. Do you think Kai Havertz will have a better career?
Oh man,
Come on.
I'm sorry.
This is just silly.
I'm sorry, Tom, but nah,
Really?
not at the moment. If
It's
hold
not
on,
going.
if Kai Havertz wins the Premier League, then obviously he's had a better Arsenal, career at Arsenal. Then, if we win
Yeah.
the Premier League season with Kai Havertz, then yeah, 100% agree. But right now, nah.
Even on an individual standard, I think he could.
Yeah, I know, right? Why's everyone disrespecting Ozil for?
We've got Ozil. There's a Ozil.
When we started talking about this,
Ring.
I'm not disrespecting Ozil. Someone asked who do you miss more, and I miss Alexis Sanchez more than Ozil personally, bro. That guy was insane.
Yeah. I remember that. Ozil's bounce was.
We can imagine what we can be when we get a perfect clinical striker.
Oh, you know what? The thing is,
Ozil bounce is insane.
I just don't understand how. Yes, I understand we do need that clinical striker that gets us over the line. But I said this last week. Did any of the chances yesterday fall to the striker? No. Most of them fell to Odegaard and Martinelli. They didn't finish them. So at the end of the day, we're not saying that any of them need replacing, do they? Like, it's just weird, if you ask me, that going on about a striker continuously, yet it's other individuals that are missing opportunities. I'm not saying we don't need a striker, but the reason behind why we do need a striker is just stupid. Apparently, we're not clinical enough. Those were players that we don't want replacing in this first team who are missing chances, not the flipping striker. Right? We need someone to compete with Jesus in case he breaks down again. Right? We don't need a striker who is clinical because, if there's anything, it's the players like Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka at times that are missing the chances, not Jesus. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I do hear you, man. I do hear you, but look, I think we all know that we need a new striker. As you said, someone to compete with. And I'm not saying get rid of Jesus by any means. I'm saying someone to give him some good competition, someone who as you said can compete with him.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
He's a very good player, Jesus.
That people think, just imagine if we had that clinicality up top. Bro, these same people who are claiming Saka and Martinelli as world class have been missing chances as well. And I can't remember the last time Jesus actually missed an opportunity, to be honest, because none of the chances have actually fell to him. And that chance that fell to him yesterday, he scored. So
here's a question. Compared to how many Jesus has got, do you think someone like Ivan Toney and Victor Osimhen would have scored more?
Yes.
Yeah, of course they would have.
Yes.
There you go.
But that's not my point, though. Players around him are missing chances. But it's not just Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no one's claiming that we've got to replace them anytime soon. Jesus
I feel like I've got to get Eddie in it anyway. At some point.
Right, if it wasn't for him and Zinchenko, then who knows? We wouldn't have challenged for the league last season, so...
I just feel like, Tom, we need to give Eddie Nketiah a brand new contract extension for another 10 years.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Why not? I agree. No.
Come on. Come on.
I will put my knee through that Emirates picture if that happens again.
Come on. Come on. No way.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh man.
Behave.
I mean, I'm about to do a stream about Dominic Solanke, mate. We're winning.
No.
If we
No,
slide Dominic Solanke, Eddie Nketiah is still our best choice up top.
he's not.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
Solanke is levels above Nketiah.
Solanke is better, but even though he's not good enough, mate, even Jordan Ayew is better than Nketiah.
No.
Yes. Yes.
He is.
No, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
He
I would have Mateta up top.
No,
is.
stop
He
being
is better.
ridiculous.
I'm not.
So hold on, do you think Nketiah is better than bloody Solanke?
No.
Yes,
No.
How? How?
because he's my guy. uh,
Yeah. There we go.
Solanke's like the fourth top scorer, bro.
oh, come on. It's not like this
fourth
guy was
top
saying.
scorer in the Premier League.
It's
Who
not
is?
like this guy was coming
Sorry?
out and saying Kieran Tierney's the best left back in world football.
No, because he is.
Yes.
Alex Grimaldo's the best, actually.
Never.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Can Gamado cross the ball? No, he can't. Can Tierney cross the
can.
ball?
Yes, he
yeah,
can.
he can.
Maybe he's not as good as Tierney's a
Can
better
Gamado
cross.
defend? No, he can't. Can Tierney
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Who? Who you
Tierney's
talking about?
crossing is better, but Grimaldo's man marking and
Wait, hold on. Who are you talking about?
Tierney versus Alex Gamado.
Benfica's not but
Oh,
Bayern
Alex
Leverkusen,
Grimaldo.
Grimaldo is the best left back in the world right now.
No, I'm not. I mean, to be fair, we're not saying that he's the best left back in the world right now, but when Tierney was at Arsenal,
He was very good.
yeah, but one of the best
Yes,
left
thank
backs in the
you.
league.
Sorry?
He
had to-
was
he had to
making
go, 'cause he
Roberts
didn't
look
fit the system.
amateur.
Didn't fit the system, he had to go.
No, we got our Canadian brother in here, better than Alphonso Davies. Is Gamado better than Alphonso
Yeah,
Davies?
At the moment, yes. Right now, yes.
Bayern have two better left backs. Who's the other left-
Grimaldo is better right. I said right now, maybe not overall, but right now, there's no one that beats him. Him and also Jeremy Frimpong are the best two.
The thing that's stopping Grimaldo becoming a world-class fullback is his
He
injury
is.
record.
He is. He's a beast to the
He's
left.
not world-class. Come on.
He is.
He's not
Oh,
world-class.
trust me, he walks
He's
into
basically an improved version of Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Come on.
Trust me, he walks into any team right now.
Can
He's
Well,
Gamado
he's, a
already
great,
already.
he's a great player, but come on, he's not world-class.
He
He
is.
walked
Seb,
into our
Seb,
team.
can
He's
Grimaldo
not
defend?
world-class.
Yes.
He can.
Yes.
That's a good
What
sign.
matter? Would you class as world-class?
No.
Eddie
But I class
Nketiah.
Tierney world class.
Sorry?
I class Tierney world class.
He isn't. He's good, but he isn't.
But look how many trophies he won at Celtic.
Yeah, great mental. Yeah.
That's like saying,
Yeah,
look how
we-
many trophies Eddie Nketiah won with the under-9s back in his
Yeah,
day.
Eddie Nketiah is world class, and we know this.
He's not.
Oh mate, do you guys ever?
It's
think
like giving me 9 Man of the Match awards.
Do you guys think we'll ever bring him back, Kieran Tierney, or do you think he's gone now?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so, but I don't. I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't bet for him. Usually
I'll
Arteta
prefer
doesn't.
that
Usually
left back
Arteta doesn't bring
being
loans
that
back.
for sure.
Usually he moves them on. I think he was desperate to get him out, but no one would pay Arsenal's demands. That's why we had to loan him.
What player? Yeah, I'll ask you guys this. Yeah, what player in how many players in the Arsenal squad would you class as like or consider as world class?
None yet, but some are on their way to becoming world class. Like Rice is going to be world class soon. Saka is going to be world class. Martinelli is going to be world class. Saliba is going to be world class, but not yet. But they're on their way. So you can't really say.
Don't you reckon Declan Rice is well?
Not yet, but I think he will be. If you ask me this next season, I'll say yes, but not yet.
I think we've got currently four world-class players. I'll put 4 candidates.
I don't put any just yet. They need to win stuff with us as well.
No,
Yeah.
Saliba.
I mean, the guy is 22.
I think that the word world class is an overused word, just like the word legend. Just like the word legend is an overused
Okay,
word.
Seb, let me ask you this. Was Leno world class?
Yes. Yes. You know he was.
Guess what? Eddie Nketiah is world class.
No.
Guess what? This is a fact, by the way. Did I just say fat instead of
Yeah.
fact? This is a fact, right? Leno got replaced by Petr Cech in the Europa League.
No, he did. No.
Yes, he did.
Well, right. That was only because Petr Cech was the Europa League goalkeeper, and it was his last game before he retired. So that's why they did it. But that was not.
Yeah,
that was nothing to do with he's better.
That was one of our most important games, though, in our history. Like,
he shouldn't. And to be fair, Emery should never have done that.
No, Leno should have played.
100%. But I can see why he did it, but that was not the time to do it. Especially against Chelsea out of all teams.
The thing is, we had nothing to play for in our last game. So could have easily played Cech in that game. Clearly didn't see something in Leno to play him in that Europa League.
It was because of Cech got us there. That's probably why he did it.
Yeah. I was going to talk about Liverpool, but I'm going to save it. We're going to do like a separate podcast nearest to the week about the Liverpool game for Anfield, because I feel like that'd be a lot more better. But that's the next game coming up, of course, guys. Saturday at Anfield. Looking forward to it, people.
I'm guessing you'll want a few Liverpool fans on that one.
I'm trying to get James Redmond on, please.
Yeah, James Redmond to the channel, yeah?
He's just slow to reply.
Sadio Mane. Yes.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember he said that.
We can't get this guy on.
Every time I'm like YT videos.
Yeah.
The best
I think he's great. I think he's excellent.
He's very, to be fair, like people take the piss because of that, but he's actually very knowledgeable.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
He knows his
really is.
Fantastic.
But yeah, guys, that is that. Let's quickly shout out everyone as always. Seb, bro, you got any articles coming up?
Yeah, there's one this week. It's going to be all about the Arsenal-Liverpool game. Everything you need to know about that game is going to be based on that.
Yeah, big up as always, man. Guys, you can find Seb on Toolcastle FC. He's smashing it on there, man.
Yeah.
Like, every single post I see, you get like over 100, 200 likes every single post. Like, yeah, keep it up, man. You're smashing it. So, yeah, big up to you joining as always. And fingers crossed you can secure them tickets to Portugal, to Porto.
I'm increasingly confident I will.
Yeah, big up, man. Rory, bro, what you got lined up? Anything?
I don't know. Obviously, this week there's going to be a match reaction for the Liverpool game. I'll see whether I can fit some other live streams here and there. I mean, I say it every flipping time, but I don't. Obviously, at the moment, I'm still trying to flipping recover from this nasty fever. So hopefully that goes away in time for the game against Liverpool. Unfortunately, my dad is a Liverpool fan, so I don't know. I might just bunk off so he doesn't flipping banter me if we were going to lose, because I'll end up going to his house. So, yeah, there's that to come. And obviously, we're going to batter these lot. There's no better ways of putting it, right? We are going to batter their back doors in. Hopefully. I'm not like Luca, who has been constantly spamming Twitter over the last 7 hours.
Edu out.
Liverpool are going to win the league.
What do you say? What do you say this time? Edu out. What do you say this time?
Oh, to be fair, he actually said earlier today that Liverpool were going to win the league.
What did he say that? They're not.
He said it earlier today. I'll try and look up the tweets.
Let me get his recent tweets up.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, this is it.
When?
Right, so he replied to this post that Sky Sports Premier League tweeted out. I think it was Gary Neville on Arsenal. I do think Arsenal are the only challengers for Man City. Oh my God.
I saw him tweet that.
Yeah, and then can you see that?
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
we will get second. Liverpool will win the title.
No, I'll tell you why I don't think they'll win it. Because if they are going to win it, they have to come out of the Europa League quickly.
Yeah.
You can't, because later on in the season, you cannot challenge for the title and compete in the Europa League at the same time. To have Thursday, Sunday when you're going for a title is just not going to work. You've just seen it.
Also, name their CDM.
Yeah, so they have to come out of that competition first. Then, and the same with Villa, they have to come out of the Conference League if they are going to win, or even make the top four.
I mean, to be fair, Villa could probably win that with their C team. I mean, come on.
Not necessarily.
Oh, you know what? If that Liverpool-Arsenal game ends in a draw and Villa win on Friday, they're going to go into Christmas top of the league. Like, can you imagine?
They'll be top before that game even kicks off because they are going to be. It's going to happen.
Oh my God!
Wait, who are they playing Villa?
Sheffield United on Friday. So
at Villa Park as well, mate. They're going to battle them.
Captain Ollie Watkins in fantasy. Come on, just get it out of the way.
Yeah, I've got him as well.
Oh, what's hold on? It doesn't matter to you because at least he gets you FPL points, Tom. Ollie Watkins. that is like coming against Man City, Haaland bagging a hat trick, and you're celebrating that he scored a hat trick, but fucking hell, we lost.
No, actually, because Haaland's got a blank game week.
Yes, big up my man Josh, through from the stands. Big up to Villa, man. Unai will win a trophy this year.
Yeah, Conference League.
Yeah, we'll win Conference League. That's a piece of piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's good in those kinds of competitions like Europa League and Conference League. So yeah, I can see him doing that. And to be fair, they should be winning it with the teams out of there. It's like Liverpool should be winning the Europa League with the teams that are left.
I'm hearing KDB's back for City.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's gonna be interesting.
But Tom, bro, you got anything lined up for your channel, bro?
Well, yesterday I quite stupidly posted on Twitter, if David Raya keeps a clean sheet today, I will do a My Player series on EA FC with David Raya, which is going to be a great series, and you should all be enjoying that. I'll probably try and film episode 1 tonight, have it edited, and maybe upload it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not streaming that. No, that would kill my channel if I stream that. But yeah.
Good, so we don't have to see Millie in the chat.
No, look, she floods my comments. She literally floods in my comment section.
What the hell? She literally flocks you.
I'll tell you what, I'll give anyone 20 quid if they can pronounce my man's name here. If they can say it fully.
I'm not going to try.
Oh my God.
4 surnames. What the hell?
I know it. Kavicha Kovac Scalia.
We got
You didn't even say the name right.
Kavicha
Kvaratskhelia.
Oh my God.
Papa Kashum Berala.
Josh says if we're top of the league going into the new year, we'll do a Leicester City. Oh, mate, it can be done.
No.
It can be done.
Well, You have to come out the Conference League if you're going to do that. Leicester didn't have anything else to play for. So,
and you need to sort out your away form. Like, I know you won.
you need to sort that out a little bit.
I know you got a good win against Brentford, yeah, but when it comes away from home, you guys play a lot. For me, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Poorer, you know?
Since that red card, that was what changed it.
Yeah, even in the Brentford game, they was very poor up until, like, obviously that red card that changed it. Wasn't it?
They're up against 10 men, weren't they?
But yeah, if you guys got away from it, 100%, bro. Liverpool against United showed me that Liverpool are not structured well, and they are a bunch of selfish players. Agreed.
He doesn't set up against us.
I agree. He's right.
Yeah. No European game till March, as well as we top the group.
Yeah. Yes, it's later when you go on into the competition. It's when you go in it.
Yeah. Arsenal learned it from last season.
Exactly.
It's not all about being consistent until March. It's about being consistent.
If you're in a Champions League, then it's different, and you can compete in that.
Guys, what is this brother on about? Seriously, read this comment. Like, what is he chatting about? He says to do a super chat or take membership as you're one who is commenting the most, and you selected says this is just pure waffle.
At least your name wins a game of Scrabble, mate. So that's cool. Why is his brother begging for a membership? Why?
Anyway, people, we're getting out of it. Take care, everyone, as always. And I was going to do a Dominic.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, he's this brother with about, I don't know what country he's from with all these surnames, but
Jamaica.
Big up yourself, bro. Cheers for tuning in. I don't know, guys. I mean, I may be back at 9 o'clock. It's the transfer news. Talk about Dominic Solanke, but we'll have to wait and see. My only worry about the Liverpool game is Zinchenko. Agree. I wish we had Tomiyasu fit because Tomiyasu would have started right into that left back position against Salah. But yeah, we're getting out of it, people. Take care, everyone. Hit like buttons up as always. I think we reached 20 likes, so thank you for 20 likes as always. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Come on, the Gunners.
Come on, you Reds.
Come on, the Gunners.